Well, hello there again. Good night. This is kind of surprise or not, since I do make reviews for the episodes of Attack on Titan, and at this point I decided only to review the anime series, and not review the chapters that were released monthly, because I do fear that I could spoil the persons and could not be controlling uh, very well that situation, and I do not want that to happen. So I did think that after the end of the anime series, I will start doing the reviews of the manga chapters, and then eventually, when Attack on Titan or Shingeki no Kyojin gets a continuation series, I will be doing both the manga reviews on Attack on Titan and episodes of Attack on Titan. But um, since today it was released, the Attack on Titan Before the Fall, Chapter 0, the prologue, um, and this is not an anime series, I decided to make first impressions, and probably I will also want to say to you all that watch my channel that I will be doing the reviews of these the chapters of this series, and eventually I will also be doing um, the reviews, or try to do the reviews about another series that I think is related with the story of Captain Rivel or Levi. So but now, my first impressions on this Attack on Titan Before the Fall. Well, it's quite interesting because at the start of Attack on also probably if you are only an anime watcher, and you want to continue to watch this video, I fear that I might spoil you. So if you do not want to be spoiled, and because you are only anime series watcher, viewers discretion is advised. Putting that aside, so then, well, on this prologue, well, it's very short, but well, I kinda understand because it's kinda the prologue. It's not the actual first chapter. They could develop a little longer, but nonetheless, the pages that they show us were very interesting by several reasons. First, we get on the first pages that apparently at the start of Shingeki no Kyojin, or Attack on Titan, in the first chapter, it's referred that mankind has living in peace for in least the last 100 years, because there were no Titan invasion in that time. But this prologue kinda contradicts that, because it says that before the fall of Walmaria, 17 years before that, there was an invasion, there was a breach, in a way, of the wall by the part of Titans. But all this situation was kinda put under the carpet by the government. So this is kinda suspect. And I also have a great suspicion that if the father of Aaron, Dr. Jaeger, he did made some experiments with Titan's blood or Titan DNA or something like that, and he did inject that into Aaron, and that's the reason why Aaron is capable of turning into a Titan. Uh, and if Dr. Jaeger is kind of very important doctor, in the areas of Walmeria, and his research lab was in the basement of his home in Gigantia. I kinda got the feeling that probably the government know a lot more about the Titans than they release to the public. Because we also have the situation in the last chapter, in the last few chapters, with the plan of Commander Irvin of the Recon Forces, uh, that he apparently knows a lot more about Titans than it was revealed actually in the story. Yes, it's true that we in the manga do have a chapter about a member of the Recon Forces that died in an assignment outside Walmeria a couple of years before the fall of Walmeria and left a journal uh, writing his own experiments or his own experience when he is strangled inside Titan's territories. And I think that will be the story of this soldier. I think it will be the OVA that is planned to be released after the end of the series of Attack on Titan. Uh, so, but returning to the before the fall, well, we have that first page that heavily hints that the government knows more about the Titans than the public knows. And then we also have a situation because this Titan, it appears that he did not breach the wall. He was already inside the wall. So I will be assuming that this either is a result of some kind of experiment that was made by the government in secret and turned out bad, or it's actually a person like Annie, Rainer, Bertolt, or Aaron uh, that can turn into a Titan. And that's quite interesting because that will prove that the government know about this kind of of people, that this kind of people exists, and they cover up because I think it's Rainer and Bertolt. Uh, they are talking in the last uh, chapters of the manga. They have a talk talking about a village of people that can actually turn into a titan, uh, and they usually refer to them as their people. So could this be could this titan be part of these people that live in an isolated village and can turn into a titan? And why they can turn into a titan is because they were used in some kind of medical experiment or DNA manipulation or something like that, that changed them, or they were kinda eaten eventually by titans, and due to that fact, they gain titan abilities. That's a big mystery. What is behind the titans? What are the titans? Why they came to be? Why they were created? How can they be created? That's the big questions, and even in the main manga and in this side story. So well, and then we have the hint that the young boy that was kinda eaten, most likely. We don't see the graphic part exactly on that, but we will assume, and I will assume, that he was eaten by that titan. That when appeared began eating people, and it was also interesting because some kind of religious person appeared, and I will assume that this person is initial member or original member of the cult of the wall, that worship the wall and worship the titans that are inside the wall. So this is kinda interesting, and then in the end of the prologue, we do have a reference saying that when this happened, mankind did not have any means to fight back the Titans. So no 3D maneuver gear, nothing like that. That did not existed. So this is interesting because I'm guessing that in this series we will learn how the early strategies to fight the Titans failed, and how or who or when the scientists kinda got a hold to information or put their brains to work and began creating the 3D maneuver gear and other stuff to fight back the Titans. So this is interesting. So I like the prologue. I kind of feel ashamed that it was very short, but I'm looking forward for chapter one, and I will be doing the review of this before the fall series. And like I did say, when the anime series ends, that is scheduled to have 25 episodes if I'm not mistaken, and over, obviously. After the anime series ended, I will also start reviewing the manga chapters in a monthly base, and then eventually when the anime returns, I will be doing both. And also, like I did say at the beginning of this video, probably when the story about the Revile or Levi is released, I will also be reading it and probably will be also doing reviews on it. So, hope you enjoyed this video. These are my first impressions on this new series. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Peace.